Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we must remember the words of our Prime Minister. While we are racing against time to get ourselves vaccinated as a whole country, whether the third wave comes or not is entirely up to us, all in our hands. The priority right now is to ensure how the third wave does not come knocking on India's doors. But what perplexes India's largest state is the decision by the Yogi government to green signal the Yatra for Kavariyas. Yes, we are all aware that religious events have their own significance. Whichever religion it is, people do expect to celebrate with the same fervor all the time, but these are not normal times. The sentiments of the devotees must be kept in mind, but at what cost is a cost-benefit analysis that we as a nation will have to make. Even if the Yogi government promises to hold the Yatra, taking precautionary measures, can they guarantee that this will not once again turn into a super spreader event just as the Kumbh Mela did? And it's further bizarre that its neighboring state, ruled again by the BJP, has closed the state for the Kawad Yatris. For Uttarakhand Chief Minister, lives matter more than Astha at this point. The Supreme Court of India is also mystified while issuing notices to Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and the central government. The topmost court of the land questioned and cited the warning of experts, appealed by the Prime Minister, and also reminded political leaders of the uncompromising stand assured by them to deal with COVID-19. The decision by the UP government only forcing rivals to ask whether the move was linked to upcoming polls. Listen in.
जहां तक ये कावड़ यात्रा का है प्रश्न, उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर, उनकी बाउंड्री के अंदर, सीमाओं के अंदर कावड़ यात्रा की जा रही है और उसका एक विस्तृत जो प्रोटोकॉल्स होते हैं वो भी हमें जारी करना है। मगर मुख्यमंत्री जी बार बार कह रहे हैं और बल देते जा रहे हैं कि जो भी होएगा उसमें प्रोटोकॉल्स का उल्लंघन ना हो, उसके अंदर RT-PCR के आधार पे होएगा, उसमें मास्क लगाना है, सोशल डिस्टेंस रखना है, उनकी निगरानी और उनकी सुरक्षा पर भी ध्यान दिया जाएगा।
The Yogi ji led Uttar Pradesh government should be more worried to vaccinate the people. Shortage of vaccines has become dangerously bothering now, as COVID centers are shutting down due to non-availability of vaccines. Allowing Kawad Yatra would enhance the spread of virus even more. We are sure that the Honorable Supreme Court would give a better solution for this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimate question on the News Hour tonight is just one. Is religious astha above the lives of common citizens? That's the question and the debate coming up on the other side. The big debate where we will talk about the priority of health above religious sentiments. Kawad Yatra controversy. That's the hashtag and the debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight is Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Shantanu Gupta, author, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Sujata Paul, political analyst, Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar. But my first question goes to Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, I want to ask you this question. Why can the BJP not decide what is important and what is the policy of this country, especially as far as BJP is concerned? Because you cannot impose discipline on the rest of the country if states ruled by the BJP itself continue to flout norms and live dangerously during these pandemic times. Uttarakhand cancels the Kawad Yatra. Uttar Pradesh says we will do it inside our own state and we will follow COVID protocols. We've seen what happened in the Kumbh Mela times. I want to ask you, there is an undertaking that has been given by every government which saw what happened during elections, what happened during the Kumbh Mela, and now The same mistake is going to be repeated once again with Kavod Yatras being allowed. I want to ask you, Sanju Verma, how can we do this within 24 hours of the Prime Minister asking citizens to be absolutely vigilant and fight against the third wave, and we have a government which is bordering the capital where this statement was made by the Prime Minister, and they say, nahi, hamari yatra to chalegi. How can you do this, Sanju Verma? Where is the sense of responsibility and accountability?
And without beating around the bush, let me tell you that I echo the Prime Minister's statement that a third COVID wave may befall us if we don't adhere to the regular SOPs and COVID protocol, which has been reinforced by the Prime Minister no less on umpteen occasions. Now, coming to the question of why Uttarakhand has decided to desist from allowing a Kavod Yatra, but Uttar Pradesh says that it will go ahead within the limits of, following all the requisite protocols. Why the divergence between two BJP-led states? So the simple answer to that is because the decision on having Kavod Yatra is something which falls within the state list as per the 7th schedule of the Constitution. So technically, this is a prerogative of respective states. Now coming to the fact as to whether this should be allowed or not, I will say with no ifs or buts that Rohington Nariman, he categorically said that he is a bit perplexed and they're disturbed by media reports of a possible Kavod Yatra in Uttar Pradesh. It has asked the centre and the respective state governments of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand to respond to the notice sent by the Apex Court. And I think the hearing comes up, in barely a couple of days.
Madam, July, you don't have to give the news. Ma'am, the news channel has given this. Times Now has given this news and it has been going on. Explain to me as a BJP spokesperson, why is Uttar Pradesh doing this? Explain to our viewers the reason.
Can I finish? Now,
No, you're not coming to the point, Sanju Verma.
I'm coming to the point. Let me finish, please. Let me tell you one thing. That Yogi Adityanath has repeatedly exhibited the fact that he is driven by the greatest good of the greatest number. The fact that he has said that every COVID-related and social distancing protocol should be adhered to is something that we need to accept prima facie. Now, if the court decides that no, even after following social distancing protocols, a Kavod Yatra at this stage is unacceptable, then I'm sure that Yogi Adityanath would also toe the line of the Apex Court. But I want to tell you one thing. You keep throwing the ball in the BJP court. I see you doing full-fledged debate on the fact that 11 lakh vials of vaccines were sold in Dublin, in Rajasthan, which keeps whining about vaccine shortage. I've never seen you do full-fledged debate about Bhupnesh Baghel, who's been at the forefront of spreading vaccine hesitancy. I've never seen you do full-fledged debate about the fact that in proper marketing...
Madam Sanju Verma, you are being unfair. You are being unfair. Every single debate on this channel on the spread of vaccine hesitancy has been picked up. We picked up Kumbh Mela, we picked up elections, we picked up all of these, but you can all right, you can condemn me. You can condemn me, you can call me the stooge of the Congress party, because the Congress party calls us that we listen to you and we are generous to you. You can call us being generous to the Congress party, but that still does not answer me the question on why this needs to be done. What is more important? Well, madam, with utmost respect, you can condemn me, you can target me, but that doesn't answer the question. That does not answer the question.
Being held accountable for the second wave.
Madam, do you want the statistics of the debates that are held on Times Now and on the Newshour? I will send you a copy of all my debates. You can correct it. You can give me whatever marks you want to give me. You can get the percentages. But this is not a statistical analysis of which debate Newshour does. I'm asking you, as a logical person, explain to me, is it good? Is it good to hold a super spreader event, or what could turn out to be a super spreader event at this point when we are worried about the third wave? मेरा simple सा सवाल है संजू जी.
You should be condemning the pharma protest. You should be condemning what is happening in Maharashtra. You never did a debate on the Eid ul
Okay, Madam, I will send you statistics with links on at least 200 debates on the farmers' protests and how these were super spreader events. Sanju Verma, ये मेरा एग्जाम नहीं है, ये बीजेपी का एग्जाम है, पावर में आप है. मेरा एग्जाम आपको लेना है, मैं आंसर पेपर में लिखकर भेज दूंगी आपके पास सारे स्टैटिस्टिक्स. आप मुझे फेल कर दीजिएगा, आप क्लास में मुझे फेल कर दीजिएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट लेट मी गेट इन Sujata Paul. Yes. You know, out of the entire argument given by Sanju Verma, there is one valid point that she said, and that valid point is the point of the Kisan protest. The Kisan protest is not something that the Congress party is doing anything to take care of. If Kavad Yatras are a super spreader event, then so are the farmer protests. Punjab and Rajasthan were sending bus loads of people. Nobody has gone there and told the farmers, please be careful for yourself and for the people of the areas where you are sitting, that this is not the right thing to do. So do you think you have the right to question the BJP tonight, Sujata Paul?
You know, I have a different take on this because I come from Uttarakhand and I have seen how, Kumbh ended up being a super spreader. It doesn't, make me feel good that my state has been accused of being a super spreader. But the reasons are many. And the reasons are that the SOPs were not implemented properly, and it is very difficult to do it in spite of the Honorable High Court of Nainital having issued that order. Now, after that, there has been the Char Dham Yatra issue, which Sanju Verma probably doesn't understand. And the High Court, decided to issue notices, and yet the government wanted to carry on with it. And then finally, they have agreed not to hold it. So, looking at the ground realities, my government, which is a BJP government, has agreed not to hold the Char Dham Yatra. However, I will give you some news that the CM of Uttarakhand has been summoned to Delhi. And he is over there. And I do not want the BJP High Command to pressurize him into conducting the Kavad Yatra in Uttarakhand just because Uttar Pradesh doesn't listen to them. And I'll tell you why. If you look at Yogi Adityanath, he doesn't listen to anybody. Adityanath and Pushkar Singh Dhami, what is the difference? He has been the Chief Minister for 4.5 years. We have had the third Chief Minister. Over there, they sent Arvind Sharma, IAS, retired. He doesn't listen to him, and he finally had to be adjusted and Deputy Chief of the party. In our state, we have got Mr. Sandhu, who has come here, and everything is happening according to the center. So when the Prime Minister said that, yes, people's lives are important, then he agreed to it. Now, he is under pressure, and I want him to have the freedom and we do not. We must also understand that we are upset about it because people in employment along with believe.
We have given Maharashtra 74 lakh doses for the month of July, and they yet say that there is a shortage of vaccines. We have given 54 lakh doses for COVID-19 and they yet say there is a shortage of vaccines.
You can go here and there. I am not going to provide a single issue. The issue is Kavadi Yatra and I will stick to it. You have to make sure that our state is really small.
राहुल गांधी ने ट्विटर एक भी प्रोडक्टिव काम किया है। राहुल गांधी ने लिस्ट ऑफ 5 productive things Rahul Gandhi did during the pandemic. The answer is 0.
Let me also tell you.
One minute, ladies. Sanju ji, Sujata ji, 1 minute. Is this issue about Rahul Gandhi? Is it about Mr. Dhami? Is it about Mr. Yogi Adityanath? I think somewhere in our politics, we forget the people of India who choose all of these leaders to lead the country. I want to ask Mr. Vivek Silas. Mr. Vivek Silas, मुझे ये बताइए कि अगर रथ यात्रा हो सकती है जगन्नाथ की, अगर बाकी रिलीजन्स हो सकते हैं, तो सिर्फ कावड़ की सवाल क्यों? अगर किसान प्रोटेस्ट चल सकते हैं और उसको रोज बढ़ावा दिया जाता है ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज के द्वारा, चाहे वो कांग्रेस हो, चाहे वो समाजवादी पार्टी हो, सब कहते हैं हाँ जाइए वहां बैठिए, हम भी आएंगे, और सारे नेताओं ने एड्रेस किया है इन किसानों को. आई वांट टू आस्क यू, can we afford to have this? We're all educated people, at least on this panel. I want to ask you, isn't it our duty as a country to prevent this issue from going out of hand, make this a super spreader event and make this a political face-off, when what we actually need to do is think absolutely apolitically and without any religion in mind, just look at it as an event, and an event with crowds is not something that we should be doing in the middle of a pandemic when we are fearing a third wave coming around the corner. Vivek Silas, can your party get up and say that कोई भी ऐसा सुपर स्प्रेडर इवेंट, कोई भी ऐसी गैदरिंग नहीं होनी चाहिए? आप बोल सकते हैं, अखिलेश यादव बोल सकते हैं?
Good evening to you, Navika ji, and the panelists. Navika ji, you very rightly said right now that the priority should be that the third wave does not come. It's in our hands. If I take you back in April, during the panchayat election that were conducted in Uttar Pradesh in April, 1,621 government officials on duty died due to COVID. At that time also, Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath promised and guaranteed that nothing would happen, and he took the guarantee. Well, now we can say that we feel that the Honorable Prime Minister should have a word with the Chief Ministers regarding the Kavod Yatra, and the strictest of COVID protocols should be followed. Only then it should be allowed. It is the duty of any government, Navika ji, be it Samajwadi Party, be it BJP, Congress, anyone, to ensure the safety and security of citizens.
That has been assured by the UP Chief Minister. Despite that, do you think the Kavod Yatra should take place?
It was also assured, Navika ji, very humbly I would like to tell you, it was also assured in April 2021, this year, that nothing will happen during the panchayat election, and it is very sad that 1,621 government officials died during the panchayat election due to COVID. That is a very sad thing, and it's very good move by the Honorable Supreme Court to take a suo motu on this issue. And we believe that the Honorable Supreme Court will come out with a much better solution on this. That is all we can say.
Sanju Verma is rebutting you. Yes, Sanju Verma.
You know, Navika, like I said, for a change, I agree with Vivek Silas that let's wait for what the Supreme Court has to say by way of adjudication. Having said that, you know, in this entire narrative about Uttar Pradesh doing a shoddy job of COVID management, etc., one thing which is being lost is the fact that today, if there is one state which has the highest recovery rate, more than the national average at 98.7%, it is Uttar Pradesh. The test positivity rate, mind you, is only 0.03%. Out of 75 districts, there is only one district.
We are talking about the Kavod Yatra, Sanju ji.
Please,
Can you take the guarantee that nothing would happen? Please take a guarantee that not a single person would get affected during the Kavada, because there are crores of people. There are crores of people who will be involved in this. It is not a matter of lakhs of people. There would be crores and crores of people who will be traveling on Kavada Yatra, going to different places barefooted. Can you take the guarantee, Sanju ji? If you take the guarantee, if anything happens, will you be responsible, Sanju ji? Please tell me. Please tell me, will you be responsible?
Has done a fabulous job in containing.
You are encouraging the third wave now. By giving such statements, you are encouraging the third wave, ma'am. I'm very sorry to say that. I'm very sorry to say that, Sanju ji. You are encouraging the third wave now. Carry on with your argument.
यादव ने वैक्सीन लगाई या नहीं? मुलायम सिंह यादव ने वैक्सीन लगाई या नहीं? यहाँ पर आकर भाषण देना बंद करिए बीजेपी को। वैक्सीन के बारे में सबसे ज्यादा भ्रम फैलाने
भाषण आप दे रही है मैम, लोगों को खतरे में आप डाल रही हैं। नेताजी ने वैक्सीन लगा ली और ये वैक्सीन जो है वो हमारे देश के वैज्ञानिकों ने बनाई है।
लोगों को खतरे में अगर बीजेपी डाल रही है तो क्या समाजवादी पार्टी जिसने वैक्सीनेशन को बीजेपी की वैक्सीनेशन कही थी, और एक और समाजवादी पार्टी के एमएलए जिन्होंने कहा था कि वैक्सीन लेंगे तो इम्पोटेंसी हो जाएगी, वो क्या मदद कर रहे थे इस देश के लोगों की? विवेक साइलस जी, व्हाई डोंट यू रिस्पॉन्ड टू दैट? अपनी गलतियों पे पर्दा क्यों डालते हैं?
I am responding. Yes, ma'am, I am responding. I just told you. I think you did listen to me because of the chaos.
उल्टा चोर को डांटे, खुद तो कोई काम नहीं किया। अभी जो सरकार का
उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को नहीं डांट रहे हैं। उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को नहीं डांट रहा है संजू जी। बात को समझ। Please listen to me. If you want to have a debate like this, just carry on with your word. If you want to have a debate like this, just you carry on. Don't listen.
Can you acknowledge that Uttar Pradesh?
No, it was not the vaccine of Modi ji. It was not the vaccine of BJP. It is the vaccine of the scientists who have created this in India.
Can you deny this?
Then what action was taken against those leaders? What action was taken against those leaders, including Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, who called it a BJP vaccine? I want to ask you, Vivek Silas, lecture mat dijiye. Shantanu ji, let me bring in Shantanu ji. Shantanu ji, Vivek Silas is suffering from a very, very short memory. He remembers the fact that the Kavod Yatra is happening. He remembers the fact that people died, government appointees died during the Panchayat polls. He does not remember the fact that an Australian minister has called out and said that give us Yogi Adityanath for better management of COVID in Australia. He doesn't remember the fact that it was Akhilesh Yadav who called on people कि ये बीजेपी की वैक्सीन है, मत लीजिएगा इसको। ये सिलेक्टिव एमनीजिया कैसे हो जाता है पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को जब एक दूसरे को टारगेट करते हैं?
I heard all the panelists. Just give me please 1.5 uninterrupted time. So you are right. Akhilesh Yadav point blank said ये बीजेपी की वैक्सीन मैं नहीं लगाऊंगा. आशुतोष सिन्हा, one of his MLCs, went ahead. इससे तो इम्पोर्टेंसी आ जाती है, नामर्दी आ जाती है, और उत्तर प्रदेश में कोई भी ना लगवाए, राइट? एंड नोबडी, आई थिंक स्टिल टुडे अखिलेश यादव हैव नॉट पोस्टेड हिज पिक्चर ऑन इंटरव्यूज. ही इज इवेडिंग, नहीं मैं कल लगवाऊंगा, मैं बाद में लगवाऊंगा, मैं आखिरी में लगवाऊंगा. आई डोंट नो व्हाई. नेताजी मुलायम सिंह यादव हैज गॉट द जैब एंड पोस्टेड द पिक्चर, but not Akhilesh Yadav. I know for his politics is not doing that. That's point number one. I think Supreme Court has asked Uttar Pradesh government, what is your preparedness? And to my understanding, on 16th of July, Uttar Pradesh government will present their affidavit. And what is available, that what preparation they're doing? They're doing a detailed guideline for the COVID protocol for the Kavod Yatra. They are in discussion with their Kavod association, so that only limited number of people will come, and they will make RT-PCR mandatory. And instead of a 1.5-2 months window, they're just limiting to 10 days, 25 July to 6th of August, right? So let's see what if Supreme Court feels that these arrangements are adequate enough, I'm sure they will allow. Otherwise not. See, if you allow me 20 more seconds, Navika, if you allow me just 20 more seconds.
No. I want to ask you. You can take 40
Ask
more
him whether he
seconds,
can
but first
guarantee that
answer
nothing
to
would
me.
happen.
Are you saying that you do not have the political will to take this decision on your own? You want this decision to come via the Supreme Court that your
I'm not
poll
at all saying
agenda
that.
of
I'm not at all saying that. I'm not at all saying
pro-Hindu
that.
party does not get affected. Otherwise, why everybody is saying let the Supreme Court decide? Why the Supreme Court has issued a notice and the judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Nariman, has said that he is very perplexed. You could even call off. There will be no need to waste the time of the Supreme Court. If you call off the yatra, there will be no need to go back and revisit this issue. Basically, what you are doing is waiting for the Supreme Court to take a call on governance, on administration, and then political parties have a problem that there is a lot of judicial activism that is going on. Admit it, Shantanu-ji.
In 1.5 years of managing COVID, where WHO, Australian MP, High Court of Mumbai, they have praised Yogi Adityanath for that. Why? Because he have always maintained the theory of Jeevan bhi or Jivika bhi. That Jivika is also very important. See, after the 1.5 years of lockdown was open, some people flocked in Manali, some people went to Chandni Chowk, some people using airlines, all of this is fine. But the people who are just waiting for Tower Yatra for earning their income,
officials died in April.
Can you please allow me to talk, sir? I heard all of you uninterrupted.
The Yogi government
I'm just putting some valid points that allow the audience to hear and make their judgment. See, Navika, Kamar Yatra itself is a 400 crore rupees economy for the stretch. They just wait for this one month to earn their whole years of income. Lot of us enjoy work from home facilities, but everyone not. Do we want to live in a perpetual lockdown? Do we want to live in a perpetual lockdown? Or we want to see that what kind of protocols, what kind of strict protocols we can adhere to so that life can also go on. And
that is the reason. Yes, you are right.
To an extent,
we have seen. Just send your report to Chandni Chowk.
To an extent, Shantanu-ji makes a very valid point, and let me get in Atikur Rahman. 1 minute, Vivek Silasji. 1 minute, Vivek Silasji. You make a valid point. Let me get in Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman, there are two things that Shantanu-ji is saying. One, there is an economy that runs even on this Kavod Yatra. They make 400 crores in this economy, and for the whole year they wait for this time period. Now you're allowing airlines to function. People are traveling by air, by trains, by road. People are going for holidays. Lockdown to abhi nahi hai. Protocols follow karna chahiye sabko. This is a given at this time, in these times over the last 1.5 years. But life is also going on in other sectors. His argument is that why should life not go on if there are protocols that are being maintained or worked out by the government, and there is a lesser number of people, a controlled crowd that can come out, just as we are taking precautions in aeroplanes, in airports and other places, restaurants or wherever. Respond to him, Atikur Rahman.
Well, Navika ji, I do not know whether it is possible or not, but I would like to draw your attention towards a very, very important episode in which you are also a part of it, wherein it will be proved that not only the central government in India today, but the special Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, they have a very, very casual approach towards either science, technology, any kind of new inventions, literature, education. They have a very casual approach. This incident, you were taking an interview of the Home Minister of India, and when you pinpointedly asked a question about the Kumbh super spreader, what was his answer? He drew your attention towards Maharashtra, wherein the cases are rising. Where is the Kumbh? Kerala, wherein the cases are rising. Where is the Kumbh? This is a casual approach, and this under no circumstances we can correct, because they care a damn for science, they care a damn for health, they care only for their vote bank. For them, only the consolidation of Hindutva is important and nothing else. Please, Sanju, allow me to finish.
I would like to
Shantanu,
remind
I haven't done
Navika.
yet.
I would like to
What
remind
about the
I take
Tablighi
strong
Jamaat?
objection to his
What about the
statement.
Tablighi Jamaat? Well, Sanju Verma
Yeah, allow me to
responding to
finish,
you,
please.
Atikur Rahman. Go ahead,
No,
Sanju
Yes.
ji.
Thank
No,
you. Thank you,
She's
Navika.
making a rebut to the point you made. I'll come back to you, Atikur Rahman. Allow her.
Navika, this is the hypocrisy I was talking of. Maharashtra has consistently accounted for 30 to 31% of the total COVID fatalities in India. Today, the death toll in Maharashtra alone is at more than 1.2.
That's not the point, Sanju.
And more
That's not the
importantly,
point. I am
more
pinpointing the
importantly,
casual approach of
Charminar,
the Home
Hyderabad
Minister.
में
When
no
Navika
laws
ji
are
pointed
issued
out the
Did you
Kumbh
see the
super
crowd that had
spreader, he
gathered during
pointed out
Eid
where is
al-Fitr
the
celebration?
Maharashtra and Kerala.
Did you see the crowd
That's
at
the
Mahim
question.
Dargah in Maharashtra during the Eid al-Fitr celebration? So you will not talk
Navika ji,
about Eid
everything is
al-Fitr.
closed.
But you
Everything
will
is
talk about
closed.
Kumbh Mela. You will talk
By the
about
grace
Uttar
of
Pradesh,
God,
but you will
everything
not
is closed. Mahim Dargah is
the
closed. Ajmer is
biggest super
closed.
spreader in India. You will not talk
Navika,
about
what is
Punjab,
this? Drawing
the
parallels?
originator of the second COVID wave. You will not talk about Rajasthan, the state with the highest vaccine
goodness.
wastage. You will not talk about Jharkhand.
Now, who
where
is
nobody
violating
knows
the
what the
Supreme
chief
Court and the
minister
High
is
Court
doing.
orders? Who is
पहले
violating?
चारमीनार
Who is in
हैदराबाद के
contempt
बारे
of
में
court,
बात
Shantanu?
करो।
Who is
ईद
in
उल फित्र
contempt
में
of
क्या
court?
हुआ था? Why
Me
did
or you people?
confiscate? And don't teach us about science. We don't tell you that your religion believes in flying horses, flying camels and 72 whores. क्या मैं आपको बताऊं? 72 whores और flying camels और horses पर आप विश्वास रखते हो और यहाँ पर आकर हमें भाषण देते हो
Let's
कि हमारा
not,
धर्म नहीं है।
let's not, Sanju ji, 1 minute, let's not name call any religion. You can't name call any religion, Sanju ji. Your faith is dear to you and Atikur Rahman's faith is dear to him and we have to learn to coexist. I am not for anybody passing a judgment on anybody's faith. Our faith is sacrosanct for us and that is what is important to each individual. But what I want to ask you, Atikur Rahman, is the hypocrisy. When Kisans sit on protest for 8 months, 9 months, you don't see anything wrong. You don't see anything wrong in Punjab when this happens. You don't see anything wrong in Rajasthan when it happens. But you find everything wrong in Yogi Adityanath. ऐसा क्यों होता आतिकुर रहमान? ये सिर्फ समझा दीजिए.
Yeah, the only thing Vivek ji has pointed out, the millions of people participating. Are there millions of Kisan sitting on the dharna there? And how many cases have been reported from the Kisan district?
20,000 is a bad enough number.
Herein we are drawing parallels unnecessarily because they want to give a cover fire. Now, if we are talking of a pandemic and the lives of the people, is drawing parallels serve us any purpose?
Borders, which is bad enough. What about the Eid al-Fitr celebrations?
Well, Shantanu Gupta, by that stretch of the imagination, then no Hindu festival should be allowed in this country because Hindus are a majority in the country and therefore there will be millions and crores of Hindus celebrating any one religion. So according to Atikur Rahman,
they have to shoulder much more responsibility than others.
This is UP's vote bank politics going on.
Navika, I already told you that
Shantanu
Navika, I already told that UP government is planning already in discussion with Kavar Association that this will happen with a very less number of Kavariyas, and also instead of 1.5 to 2 months, it will be stretched only to 9 to 10 days. So they are making all the efforts to make sure that very less number of people join. I again make the same point again, that do we want to live in a perpetual lockdown, or we will understand that this is the way it is, but we will allow some people to travel in airport, we will allow people to go to Manali and flock. Just send your reporter to Chandni Chowk tomorrow morning. at 11 o'clock in eateries, and you will be shocked to see they don't even have masks in their pockets, let alone on their faces, right? But all of that is fine for us. But yeah, oh my God, Kamar Yatra should not happen. The traders of Chandni Chowk should earn, the mall should earn, Manali should earn, airport, every should go on. But Kamar Yatra, which happened for 10 days, that should not happen. That will be the only super spreader. And there is no concrete evidence that Kumbh is a super spreader. There is show me a report which clearly indicates that Kumbh is a super spreader.
There is a caveat to this entire issue. What we want and what is the argument of Shantanu and Sanju Verma is to keep the numbers restricted, to keep the numbers of days where these Kavod Yatras will happen restricted. And if that happens, and if strict protocols are put in place, and if Yogi Adityanath, as the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, can control it, well, it is a chance that he will have to take and prove himself to the rest of the country. However, if it turns out to be another super spreader event just like the Tablighi Jamaat or the Kumbh Mela had become, then clearly this is not the time to do it. We have to have a zero tolerance towards an invitation to the third wave of coronavirus. But in the meanwhile, the decision on governance will have to be taken and followed by states that are ruled by political parties and men who are called the chief ministers. Unless they can ensure people's safety, this will be a big mistake which the common man will have to pay with their lives for. Is it really worth it? Think about it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1. Taking a short break, and on the other side, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and another self-call coming up.